Hey everybody, David Steenkamp here. We are on video number 12 now. So I'm going to call this video learning WordPress, the settings. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a look into the general settings just for starters. So here we go. So in the back end of WordPress, so I better get my browser back down to size here. 1 second. All right. So if you're on the dashboard, just look on the left-hand side, go to the very bottom. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go from the very bottom all the way up through all these items one by one and just sort of explain each thing as we go. So let's hover over settings and click on general. Okay. So the first thing you see is your site title. Now this is a very important thing for SEO. It's what's going to show up in the tabs up here. So here's my website right now, just with the basic WordPress 2014 theme activated. And you can see right here, yellow flowers, that's my title. And then this right here says just another WordPress site. And what that is that's like a tagline. So what we can do, I probably don't want to keep it that because I'm in my fake company here. I'm going to sell, let's say, fake yellow flowers actually. So providing the best fake yellow flowers around. So there we go. So we'll change that out, and change it to whatever you want. And like it says here, just a few words explain what the site's all about. Scrolling down a little bit, there's the WordPress address and the site address URL. I recommend just leaving these alone unless you need to change them for some reason, but you shouldn't need to unless you're trying to move your whole website from one folder to another in your FTP. Alright, so let's just leave those alone though for right now. And scrolling down, there's the email address that we chose in the last video for the installing WordPress. So if you need to change it now or in the future, this is where you can come to do that. And membership. This is for if people, if you allow comments on your website, or if you have a plugin that allows for memberships and uses the WordPress membership, then you can do that. And just tick this box if you want anyone to be able to register. And then each time that there is a person that registers, there's a different kind of role that they can have. So this is where you choose what kind of role you want them to be. And subscriber is the lowest role, which basically just means they'll have the fewest amount of options in terms of what they can modify in regards to your website. So they can pretty much just post, comments and maybe even a blog article or something like that. But I get into user roles in a later video. So I'm going to leave this unchecked because I actually don't want anyone to leave any comments, because I'm just going to have WordPress as a content management system for my regular yellow fake flower business. Okay, moving on. Time zone. So here you just have to find, whatever time zone you're in. I'm in BC, Canada, so I think I'm UTC -8. But if you're not absolutely sure about that, you can just scroll to the very top and find your country, or I guess it's almost like continent, and try to find a main city that's near you. So I always just look for Vancouver, BC, because that's the closest one to me, so I'll just choose that. Alright, and then you can choose your date format. This is the one I prefer. If you want something different, go right ahead. Time format, again, same thing as a date, pick whatever one you like the most. And then the week starts on, for me, Monday is fine. If you prefer Sunday, choose Sunday. And that's basically for calendar applications that you might use. So yeah, totally your call, trial and error it until it looks the way that you want it. But most of these things that they choose are pretty good for the average Joe Blow person. So when you're all done and have made your changes, click on Save Changes at the bottom. Alright, so now, remember I changed this tagline, right? And I just saved my changes, so I'm going to go back to this other tab where my website is, and if you watch right up here, I'm going to press refresh, and if you watch right up here, it's going to change to providing the best fake flower, yellow flowers around. So here we go. Refresh. There you go. Hover over it. providing the best fake yellow flowers around. That's a bit of a tongue twister, but all right, and that does it for the settings general section. Next, I'll do the writing and then reading, blah, 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 and we'll just work our way down. Okay, see you in the next video.